On behalf of Avery Dennison, I can tell you it's our pleasure to sponsor this morning's keynote speaker. Jim Cathcart is the founder and CEO of Cathcart Institute, a team of business advisors who work with owners, leaders, and executives in the areas of executive development and sales improvement. Jim is also co-founder of MentorU.com, a developer of private online learning centers. He's the author of 13 books, including 2 bestsellers, Relationship Selling and The Acorn Principle. In the year 2000, the ebook edition of The Acorn Principle was the #2 national bestseller out of 2,000 titles. In case you were wondering, Stephen King was #1. But there's another side of our speaker which is even more interesting. He's also been a nightclub singer, psychological researcher, bill collector, motorcycle salesman, banker, insurance agent, director of training, meeting planner, association executive, and an internet business owner. He may not be able to hold a job, but I hear he can really hold an audience. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming this morning's speaker, Jim Cathcart.
Good morning. What I'd like to talk with you about is relationship selling, but not just the concept of relationship selling, because that's pretty much what you do. That's the way you operate. That's the kind of people you are. Relationship selling for a new era. I wrote the book Relationship Selling back in 1986. And when I wrote it, it was considered kind of controversial. You know, people would say, well, wait a minute, Cathcart. Relationship selling? That's an oxymoron. Choose. Which word do you want, the relationship or the sale? Well, let me ask you, which is more important, the relationship or the sale? How many would say the relationship? Okay, that's 2,705, all right? How many would say the sale? Okay, we've got a few bold hands up for that, all right? If you build a relationship and you don't get the sale, in round numbers, what's that worth to you? Okay, so a relationship without a sale is just a social acquaintance, right? What if you get the sale, but you didn't cultivate the relationship? How hard's the next call? Harder than the first call, right? Because people expect today that you're going to be the kind of a person, the kind of a professional who they can relate to, who they can turn to you if they have a need. If something goes wrong, they've got something other than data or contracts to depend on. They've got a person they can connect with, right? So relationship selling is not separable, it's inseparable. The words go together, and they go together totally. So relationship selling involves first behaving as someone's business friend, and as you do that, whether you're getting the business or not, if you become a business friend to them, they start deferring to you for answers to questions or solutions to problems. Okay? So you become their subject expert. And after you've been their subject expert for a little while, you become their preferred source. That's the essence of relationship selling as I see it. Okay? So the question then becomes, when you're dealing with somebody, which are you perceived to be by them? A persuader who's trying to talk them into buying, or a partner